seconds. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm over here. As you know, I'm Tayyib. Usually go live and invite many people. So right now, I'm just inviting one of my friend, and she's a coach. She's a professional coach. So today you will learn a lot of new things. So be with me and welcome everyone who just joined this live session. Most probably within soon, my friend will over here and she will discuss a lot of stuff which we have already discussed before. So you will definitely learn new stuff over here. So welcome, coach. So she will be over there and you will learn a lot of stuff. So be with us and see what we can do that for you guys. So be careful about yeah, coach, welcome, coach. So Coach Venezia over here, and she has a lot of experience. She has a professional degree in coaching other people, and so don't worry about that. Let me add her. Let me add her. No problem. I send you a request. You just accept that. You just click on accept icon, and then you will over here with me. So can you see? Oh,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Very well. Yay, I'm here. I was trying to do it on my laptop, but it wasn't working. So here I am.
Okay, maybe I think so. Sometimes your voice is just decreased. Let me put my headphones so that I can hear you properly. So can you speak a little bit louder, if you don't mind? Because
Yes.
sometimes your voice is slow.
Okay. Let me grab my headphones too. Maybe that'll help out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time. Just come over here with a second. I'm doing the same. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So I just pick up my headphone too so that I can hear you properly. I don't want to miss your words.
Okay.
Okay. So can you hear me properly? Are you hearing any echo, anything else?
No echo.
No. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Let me see. Oh boy.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this like this. I'm trying to adjust everything on my side to make sure that this is okay. Can
No problem. Take your time. No worry. No hurry and no worry. Just
listen, if you can you hear me better this way, or did you hear me better without the earphones?
it's perfect. It's okay. I can hear you
Okay.
properly. It's easy to.
Okay, great. Excellent, excellent. We're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're ready. So before starting, let me introduce myself, and after that, it would be your turn. So as many people know me that I'm a chemical engineer. I did chemical engineering in 2018, and after that I work in a couple of industry. Right now I'm working as a marketing manager or marketing team head in one of the organization. And as far as experience, I have a 3 years experience, more than that roundabout. As well as, I'm planning to go to other countries where I want to visit to enjoy, as I already told you, but this time I don't want to share what I am doing. What I will do, I'm just giving a clue. So, and I'm from Pakistan, many people know that. So now it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. I am a mess over here. I'm trying to get my life right, but I'm having a problem. I don't know. So
No
anyway,
problem.
my name is Coach Vuyanzi. I mean, it's Vuyanzi is my name, and I am a certified life executive and career coach, and more recently a certified law of attraction coach. Yay! That's very,
Oh
very
my God.
fairly recent. And
No.
I really help dynamic, high profile men and women who are feeling a bit frustrated and stuck in their line of work. I really help them to overcome the obstacles so that they can live their divinely purposeful life. And that's me. I live in Kenya. I am, though, however, an African American. And I've been living here about a year and about 3 months.
Oh, a year and 3 months. So before that, where you live?
In New York.
New York. How long? Mean to say, you live, you birth over there?
I'm American, so like I'm African American, so I lived in New York and New Jersey in the United States most of my life. My parents are from the United States. My grandparents are from the United States. So yeah, I'm part of the what they call the diaspora.
Oh my God, that's really awesome. So do you have a plan to go back to New York again, or maybe you want to stay over here?
Oh, to move back to America? No, no. This is my home.
No.
Kenya is where I live now. However, to visit, I just visited. I have a daughter who got married. My daughter got married in August, so I did go and fly home for all of 4 days, and then I came
Oh
back
my
to
God.
Kenya. So that, so yeah.
Oh.
So my daughter got married. I went for that, and I'll go again next year, but I'll stay a little bit longer than 4 days next time.
Oh, that's really awesome. That's nice,
Mhm.
nice story as well as nice thinking. And you have a lot of experience because you lived in the New York. Right now you are in a Kenya, so you know two culture properly. You can easily comparison both of them, and you can share a lot of stuff. I think so. You can tell us how people are living, what is the attractive thing for you in the New York, why you just want to stay in Kenya, what is the negative thing that you observe and you want to migrate. So all those stuff which I will ask you in this session off and on. So
Okay.
that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think so.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm ready. I'm ready. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you. So as you just mentioned that you are a coach and you have a lot of experience. So what the thing that make you a coach? Why you just select this profession? That's quite tricky question. Maybe you have some setback in your life. That's why you want to make strong yourself, and you decided to become a coach when you become strong, or maybe something else when you grow up you realize that this is the weak area and many people are struggling in that area, and you should work over there, and in this way you can help many people. So what is the basic thought behind that, why you select this field?
Well, I'll tell you. I started my career started as a teacher. So I was a teacher in the United States. And for me, it is a natural thing to want to support people in a way that inspires them. For me, it was like an innate thing born to educate people, to uplift people. And when I first heard of what a coach was, because I will tell you, I didn't even know what a coach was till maybe 15 years ago, and there was a workshop in my town or near my town, and I wanted to attend. Now after I went to that workshop, I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing called coaching. I think I want to do that because I was thinking about counseling at one point and even psychology at one point. So it's always been something that's like that I gravitated to. And after years of and as an educator, from being a teacher to a corporate trainer to traveling and doing electronic medical record training, I landed on coaching. And it has been something that, because it brings all of these things together, right? The inspiration, the education, but then I'm trained in such a way that I help people are inspired by themselves because the answers that they need are already inside of them. So to me, coaching is the best of all of these worlds coming together. That's how I became a coach.
Oh, wow, amazing. You explained very well. Many people, I ask a couple of questions like this when I just invite many people. Majority of them don't know. Majority of them don't know why they select this profession, and they are claiming themselves and blah 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 blah. When I ask why you select, what's the background, So they just mess up. They thought, oh, I was young and I thought that this is a good profession. It requires a lot of money, and I select. So that's, that's totally nonsense. So be careful, be inside. First of all, you have to be learn about yourself. That's more
Yes.
important. If you know what you are, then you could able to prospect yourself, or you can able to show off yourself with other. Apart
Mhm.
from that, if you don't know what you are, you may you may feel confused when you have opportunity come in front of you and you're still paralyzed. So that's really amazing that and the journey start when you attend a meeting, and that time you realize that you should you should improve and try to be adopt this profession that's really perfect to match your personality. Oh, Fatma, welcome, Fatma. If you want to come over here, you can send a request, Fatma. I will bring you over here as well. So, okay, Coach. Coach Bill, so you said that happiness. So how you define that happiness and how we can grasp happiness? So these are the two different thoughts. So later by later we will move how we can make our life more happier. So first, you just little bit explain what is happiness. It's a feeling, it's a mental satisfaction, it's a relaxation. It's just like Yes, go ahead.
Well, it's a great question, and when you're asking what are these things, I think happiness starts with us, right? You just said something key yourself, that everything starts with us first, and happiness is this. Is it a feeling? Maybe so. Is it a mental? Is it something that you think of mentally? Maybe so. For me personally, happiness is a, check this out, a decision. Happiness is a decision. What do I mean by that? Okay, so you have people who say, when I have $1 million, that's when I'll be happy. When I find love, that's when I'll be happy. When I do this, that's when I'll be happy. So listen, when people talk like that, they are saying that they have made a decision to be happy when. So if you can make a decision to be happy when this thing happens, why can't you make the decision to be happy right now? So that is so happiness is a decision that for me cannot be linked to or connected to the material world around me and even the tangible world around me. Why do I say that? Because with happiness, there could be so many things going on negatively around me. We're in a global pandemic still. So I could choose to not be happy until it's over, but I can't link my happiness to that. I have to link my happiness to where? Inside. You said it yourself about inside.
Abs-
So I know you asked
Absolutely.
me what is happiness, but that is, my thoughts around happiness. Oh, and a little known fact. Um, People from Kenya, some people from Kenya would know this next thing, specifically the Luya tribe. The reason why I chose happiness as one of our topics is because the name Vuyanzi has two different meanings. One is love, and the other is, guess what? Happiness.
Oh, wow, amazing. But the things that you highlighted is a decision. It's a good things. And I think so it's correlated to the satisfaction. When we are making a big dream or some of those dreams which we can't able to achieve right now, so we are putting a lot of stress on ourselves, and we are doing again and again, even though we could able to achieve what we want, but we are not ready to do work hard. We think that someone bring those things to us, and when we are waiting and we are doing nothing, so the pressure goes rise and rise, and we think that, oh, we are in a misery, we are not in a situation that other people are enjoying. So all those things is just related to mental health or mental satisfaction. If you have a nothing but you are mentally satisfied, then you are happy. But if you have everything and you are not satisfied with that, you need more, more, more. And I think so it is a natural habit of human being. We always require more. Whatever that we have, we are not counting those stuff. We are counting those stuff what we don't have. We are thinking, oh,
Mm,
this guy have this car. Why I don't have? And we start comparison. The comparison is a big trouble in the happiness world. When we start
mm,
comparing, because God created everything better than other things. We are not say
mm,
that we are sufficient. Everything is better. Let's
mm,
mobile. You just take example of mobile. You just take a example of person. Every
mhm,
person we have a worst case scenario. Mean to say worst person behavior. We have a polite, generous, elegant personality. So we have.
mhm.
So when we start comparison, we are not we are not feeling that what we have it's enough. Then I think so your happiness never come true. So you have to believe on you. Yes.
Uh, you're saying some really good things, Tayeb, and the thing that you're saying, I can't separate the second topic that we talk about, because you just said something, right? You said where sometimes we may be looking on the outside and saying, that person has this and that person has that. Why can't I have that? But also, this is about self identity, right? Who are you? Who are
Mm.
you? Because if you become solid, right, in who you are, can't you then begin to link your happiness with with that with that satisfaction, right? With the fulfillment that you are identifying with within yourself. But where does it have to start? It has to start with knowing who you are. I hope that was making sense.
Absolutely, it's big. You just relevant. You just coordinate a lot of stuff together. But the belief and trust. Let me quote one example over here. We are suffering a lot of stuff, and we are killing ourselves by thinking lots other things, as I already mentioned. But ha can we imagine that God given us our hands, eyes, mind, lips, all those things. Just for one example, think that you don't have a one hand. Think about yourself. What do you think? So right now you have a hand. If you don't have a hand, you just bring all the money in this world, but no one give you like this hand. You
Mm,
can't able to find an alternate. Can you imagine that? So when you
mm,
don't have, so you feel a lot of complexity, but right now you have. So you have to be say thanks to God and and feel happy. Feel happy that you have a body, that you have a mind, you have eyes, you have intellectual ability. So all those things you just count one by one each things. If you don't have a finger, what you can do? Nothing. You can't do. You may buy a plastic finger, but it's not work like that. I'm just giving a
mm,
small example, but it is not alternate. So God given you a lot of things, but you
mm,
are not ready to accept those things, but you are not know the worth of those stuff. When you begin, when you know about the reality of those stuff, you feel relaxed and satisfied and say thanks to God. Many people lost their body part during the accident and something happened in their life. So they must die because they lost? No, they live,
mm,
and they're more stronger than a normal people. I observed that majority of
mm,
them. Can you hear that? Majority of those people who don't have a proper body, they are coaches because they know the
mm,
worth of their body and they say thanks to the God, and
mm,
then they begin to improve other people and realize them you have everything but you are not ready to take advantage of those things. You just start comparison and you are
mm,
not know the worth that you have. So be careful about whatever you have. First you have to say thanks and enjoy those things. Next thing,
mm,
I'm not saying that you must not wish to get more and more. You must get to wish more, but don't press yourself and don't put yourself in the no rat race. You can say that in the
mm,
running race because you are not enjoying. One of my teachers said that whatever you are doing in your life, you have to enjoy. Even though you are drinking or taking a tea, even one sip, you have to enjoy and relax. Oh, that's nice. whatever you are doing right now, we are talking, we have to be enjoy rather than thinking, well, I'm not doing this. It's never happened. Everything's each moment of your life, even though you're visiting, you're eating, you're talking, whatever you are doing, you have to enjoy each and every moment. That's bring more happiness in your life. But you have to realize whatever you have. Okay, I think
Wow,
so. You want to?
wow, wow, wow. That's good. That's good stuff. Just as you were talking, a couple of things came to my mind. May I share them?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Sure.
So when you were talking, right, when you say, just you thank God for the things that we take for granted, but one can choose to say thank you to God. And I was thinking about that's being grateful, that's being appreciative about what it is that you have, just taking the time out to be grateful. And then even like linking that to what your teacher said, when your teacher said, you need to enjoy everything, the thing that came to me was being in the moment. So a lot of times with that rat race and with that fast pace, it does not promote us being in the moment. It doesn't promote us being present to the now. It promotes us getting the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And so then therefore you're just going, you're going. But what does it mean to, in the pursuit of whatever it is that you're getting, what would it mean to just take a moment to be present and just to say, I'm appreciative for my good health? And even with a person, because maybe there's people on here who are saying, wait, I don't have good health. I don't have a good family life. I don't have this. And maybe they'll say, what am I supposed to be grateful for? I want to speak to people like that, right? Because everyone, it's not perfect for everyone. So I
Okay.
think about it this way, that let's look for the blessings in our lives. Because the things that aren't great are really, really easy to see. However, there is something in your brain, right? That when you say, let me start looking for the things that are positive, the things that are, feeding me joy and feeding me happiness. When you do that, your brain, you command your brain to look for these things, and your brain has no other choice but to start looking for things for which you can be happy for, looking for things right now in the present for which you can be grateful for, looking for things that you can be appreciative, even if you don't have a house, even if you're sleeping in the street, even if you've lost a limb, even if things aren't right around you. You can say to your brain, look for happiness, look for something for me to be grateful for, and it'll do it. Thank you for all the love that's coming. There was a lot of love that was going in the it flowing. There's so many hearts. Thank you. Whoever's doing that, thank you. Mwah,
Yeah, thanks.
mwah.
People are enjoying your words. That's really amazing that you say whatever we are doing, we have to enjoy. That's really a valid point of view. And majority of people are just cursing themselves. Whatever they have, they don't trust on themselves. They think, oh, I need this better car, I need this better clothes, I need this better girlfriend, so I have to do this. They always compare. And the trouble start when we start comparison. And sometimes we are doing irrelevant comparison because we are not know what other person have been suffering in their life. Because everything's coming when you are doing hard work. So we start, let's suppose, I am in the page number 10, but other person the page number 20 in their life. So they have already read 20 pages. And we start comparison because we are thinking, oh, this guy is almost finished their book, but we are not know how much time that he spent. So in this way, we start comparison. Let's suppose if I found a billionaire or millionaire, I thought, oh, this guy has a lot of money, but I don't know how much he suffered and how he can reach this level. They have a lot of trouble, but I'm not ready to pass through those struggle or troubles, or you can say that, because I thought that someone gave
Right.
me a gift. So give, and that moment when you start comparison and you start cursing, and your life become more miserable because you always cursing, your minds are saying that, oh, you don't have this guy have this, his family is rich and blah 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 blah, and he has this kind of thing but you don't. So you start comparison, and ultimately what's the end? Nothing. Just you have a pressure, you think a lot, you just going into a trauma, stress, and nothing's work because you are not ready to do that. You are waiting for angel, and angel always come when you are working. Yeah, you are thinking that someone come in your life, try to be improve yourself, try to be lead you, direct you, but you are not ready to work on yourself. You have to take initiative by yourself. Then you have to find, first you think, oh, I need this kind of problem, I have to be improve that, and then you search about any coach. First you have to be admitting yourself that this problem, who can reveal this problem. But majority of people are thinking do nothing. They say, okay, only coach will do, I will not do. This is your mind, brother. You have to work yourself. No one, coach can guide you, coach can give you a treatment, coach can give you a treatment, but ultimately at the end or in a null check, you have to work on yourself. Otherwise, if you are not ready to work on yourself, if you are not taking the what we call that prescription of the coach, then I think so you are not getting the result. So I think so you want to say something. Go ahead.
No, it's good stuff. Because as you're talking, this is what comes to my mind. So, my I my ex-husband, he worked as a track coach. So when he used to come home, he would say something about, like, oh, I may say, oh, how did the kids do? How did they do? Track, running. And so he said, oh, such and so set it was something like their best PR or something, their best personal record. So it had to do with the personal record. I think there's another letter, but this is what the personal record meant. It meant that even though there may be 10 people, at the start line, right? They say ready, set, go. And they are running against each other and they're competing against each other. He would be encouraging the students to focus on their own personal record, their best, to do the best they can. So that meant, what does that mean? That means even though they were in a race, they weren't to compare themselves to the other people who ran. They were running to beat their last time. So they were running against themselves. So that's what he was encouraging them to do. Do better now than you did before. Don't worry about the other people running beside you. This is a competition, so it's going to be that way. But your focus is to do better this time than you did the last. How does that compare to what you're saying? You're talking about us not looking, to the right or to the left and comparing ourselves, because we don't know what that person's been to, right? You don't know how that person has gotten to where they are. They're looking all beautiful and shiny, but you don't know that they were bleeding 2 days ago and they were beat up in an alley, to get what they
Yeah,
got. However, what if we personal best ourselves? What if we just use ourselves as our own measuring stick? And that goes back to knowing who you are. What if you took the
absolutely.
time out to know who you are, right? One of the things you said is when you asked me how I became a coach and I told you how. And you're like, I asked some people and they don't even know, right? Because people
Yeah.
don't take the time out to even
Mhm.
ask themselves, who am I? What do I even like? Why do I even want that same car that my neighbor has? Why do I even want that? Like, when I start knowing who I am, then comparison goes out the door, because then I can say, oh, I'm this, I'm that. So my desire isn't even really that. Maybe now I do understand that I don't want that car because my neighbor has it, but it's something about that car that connects me to who I am. So it's not really about Mr. Johnson, our neighbor. It's more so about the car because it connects with something who I am. I'm just making up an example here. So my point simply is, if we take the time out to get to know ourselves. So how about if you were to write down 5 words that describe who you are? What are those 5 words? What if we asked 5 of our closest friends, how would you describe who I am, and see what kind of characteristics and traits they come up with? So it's because then what's starting to happen? We're starting to shape the clay. We're starting to shape the clay, right? And as we begin to shape that clay, now we can say, you know, this clay is kind of nice. This
Yeah.
form that it's taking is kind of nice. I like this. I'm happy with this. I'm enjoying this. So even just taking the time out to discover, to have that self-discovery is really a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You are just explaining a lot of stuff. The valid point, the point that I enjoy, what is that? You said we have to compare ourselves rather than anyone else. We have to compare ourselves by our past. That is really matter. First, you have to think, okay, the last year right now, I was standing at that position. So what I achieved from that point to over here. So in that moment, we can easily compare and we can easily, check it out or evaluate ourselves that maybe I improve or maybe I'm not. So what is the drawback? Why I can't able to reach that level, and what is the reason? So all those things that matter a lot. I think so. Start compare themselves rather than anyone else. That's the best point because many people do the mistake at this point. What they're doing, they start comparing themselves with their neighbor or maybe their
Mm.
someone else who are looking forward, or who are they looking for, rather than think about self. You are rich if you are improving from the last week or last month and last year, then I think so it is good. Okay, someone request, send me a request. Okay, do you know that guy? Let me,
Who? Who?
Sharon Goldman. Do you know?
Oh,
Okay.
Sharon may have done that. Yeah, I do know who she is. That's my daughter's mother-in-law. She may have hit it by accident. So just tell her to put a comment. Sharon, put a comment in it if you meant to do that. But I think she may have done that by accident.
Yeah, if you want to come over here, you just let me ask. Well, let me know if you want to share something. I will give the chance to other person as well because it would be awesome to share all of you whatever comes in your mind. But today, I just reserve this live only for Coach Bernice. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you want to come, yeah. So yeah, this live is only for her. So yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. No problem, no problem. It's really honor to attend your live and host you because you have a lot of stuff that's really amazing for me to learn from
Oh,
you, as well as a
thank
little
you.
bit myself to share with you as well and other viewers that may be effective for them. So as you
Mm,
just mentioning a lot of stuff that comparison, let me conclude all those things. If I just miss any one of them, you just add it.
okay.
First, we
Okay.
said that don't compare yourself. This is the big, people are. Second, make a decision in your life rather than just saying anything else that happiness, blah blah. Make a decision. That's really important. Third
Mm,
things, don't look forward. Don't look around. Fourth thing, don't compare yourself with others. Compare yourself with your past. That's matter a lot. Anything else that I miss?
I'm giving you hands up. No, it's good stuff. Very good stuff. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay. Thank you so much. Because why I just repeat, because those people who don't know what we have been talking, so I just try to be revise that so that everybody can understand. So, what else that you want to share related to the happiness? If anyone who want to share something that's related to happiness, you can comment. You can send a request or maybe whatever you want. You can correct us. Okay. So, what else that you want to add happiness? Okay. Many people feel that do meditation is work from them because when they do a meditation they have a time to relax their inner soul, because I just said that three things must be do. We have to give the food to our mind, to our physical body, to our mind, how we can, and to our soul. Three things: soul, mind, and physical body. So what are the feed of, just like the physical body require good food as well as healthy exercise. And second thing is just like mind. Good book helps to build up a mind. So that's the second point. Third things, that's soul. Some people just connect to the God to do worship, to make feel little bit relaxed, and some of them are do a meditation to reveal their stress level. So but the most important thing, every day you have to make a plan to fulfill three things. Give the food to your mind, give the food to your body, give the food to your inner soul.
So,
How you should do, it's up to you. Give every day 5 to 10 minutes. Read some couple of pages. Pick up a good books that relevant to your profession or anything that you want, that realize you that you are adding something, some information in your mind that's really important for you. I'm just telling to the other people like this, and I think so. This is the right stuff to live a healthy life, and we have to give the food to all those things. So,
yeah.
and the second thing, do exercise. Whenever I find a time, I will go for a walk, do some
Mm,
exercise. Yesterday I went into the park and I do a little bit relaxing. My mom and me, both of them are jogging and walking. So today I made a plan after this live session, I will go for a little bit
yeah.
short interval to go for a walk, just like giving the food to our physical body, but because it's a requirement. Right now I'm
Mm,
young. I don't feel anything problematic. I'm still 26, 27, so it's not problematic for me. But if I don't care about my body, then it's maybe creating a problem in the later part of my
mm,
life. So I'm not
mm.
taking care right now. I just investing
Exactly.
on myself. So, and the
Oh,
last
wow.
things that,
Wow.
yeah,
Mm,
and last thing that's what whenever I feel that I don't read anything, what I do, I try to be coordinate like you and other people who have a lot of more information than me. In this
mm,
coordination, in this attachment, I learn a lot of new things. And because sometimes I call myself a social butterfly. I like to be hang up with different people. So when I just attach with many people, so we can share and care each other. In this way, we build this world. And I think so human needs human. I told you before, rather than if human don't need another human, why we are dependent in some matter of other people? We are always dependent in some part. I can't make my jewelry. I can't make my headphone. I can't make my mobile. I have to be dependent with someone else. And something that I'm doing, they have to be dependent on myself. So that's called, human interaction. So whenever we are interacting with other human, we have to behave like appropriate, humble, more sophisticated, more awesome, more enjoyable. So that kind of things. I'm that kind of personality, and I think so that this is the reason why I'm just connecting with you. So yeah,
mm.
because I feel something interesting in someone, I definitely hook up with them and request them to come over here and share something that's coming to their mind. And I think so it's the best thing. When
Mm,
we
mm,
are living in far away, we can't able to be talk. It mean to say face to face. Why we are not taking the advantage to share and try to be improve each other by sharing and doing and guiding each other what they are. So in this way, we learn a lot of new things.
mm,
So I
mm,
think so. There is no wrong things to share and care, and I believe this philosophy.
mm, mm. Oh my gosh, you say such good things. And yes, you are. The way you connect with people is totally awesome. And, to be so young, I just commend you because you're going for it, right? Like you saw a need in yourself. You know who you are, and you saw that this is what I need at this time, and look at how it's growing. It's a beautiful thing. And so one of the things, oh my gosh, I was thinking about so many things when you were talking. Oh God. Oh, this is what it was. This is very simple, and everyone knows this, but let's connect it to what I'm going to say. What we plant and what we nurture, what we focus on, will grow. So I can have beautiful soil, and in one of them, I heard this comparison. Right, I was listening to this Earl Nightingale. So I can plant wheat here, let's say, or whatever kind of plant. I can plant some I'm not a plant person, but anyway, I can plant some beautiful flowers here, and over here I can plant a poisonous flower.
Fruits.
I
Yeah.
can plant, so I can plant a beautiful flower here. Here, I can plant a poisonous plant, a poisonous flower. And if I water them both, I give attention to them both, what are they both going to do? They're both going to grow. So, that being said, there is no discrimination about what grows in our life if we are feeding it. If we are feeding the negative, if we are feeding the, the anger, if we're feeding the hurt. It doesn't matter what it is, it's going to grow. The thing that we focus on expands. So why am I saying that? If we're talking about happiness, and maybe there are people watching this who say, well, I do want happiness in my life, right? Like, I do want to attain happiness. So, I just gave you an example. So, things are growing in your life by design or by default. So, if I speak negative things, oh, I can't do this, oh, God, I'm not happy about this. Look at this, look at that. No problem, I can do that. But I better recognize that it's going to grow. It's going to keep growing. That thing. I'm going to attract that energy, right? More of that negative. I will continue to see it because I've decided to feed it. That happens by default. But what if today that someone watching said, let me decide to feed my happiness. Let me make a decision that I'm going to feed my happiness. So now I do it by what? By design. And what does that look like?
Abs-
I don't know. It's going to look different for everyone, right? Whatever that means to
Absolutely.
feed your happiness. But what do you need to know? You need to know who you are. What makes you happy,
Mm,
right? Because you say you're a
mm,
social butterfly, so that maybe being around people makes you happy. I found out
absolutely.
during the pandemic that I am totally fine being with my dog. Now I have a cat, being me and my dog, being in the house for days and days and days at a time. I found out that I could be totally happy like that during the pandemic. I didn't know. As much as I like being around people, I love my me time. So, anyway, these are just some of the thoughts that came up. Just the decision, like whatever we plant is going to grow. Whatever we feed is going to grow. So it's really up to us. It's a universal law, right? That when you
Okay.
plant something, it
Yeah.
has to grow. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
That's cool. That whatever, what kind of seed that you buried inside your soil, that's relevant. That's things grow up. Because if you are giving a good seed, but if you are taking care of yourself, then definitely you grow in a positive way. But if you are just empowering yourself in the wrong direction, and then you become a wrong person. That's totally, it's the law. So whatever you believe, and this is quite relevant to the mindset. Whatever you believe, if you believe that you and me both are a common human man, no one is just like a violence person. When you are start believing that I should do a wrong stuff and you can do that, you believing, and when you grow up, you become a robber, gangster, and just like other people. But when you believe that I should create this empower, I should do this, and you just believe constantly, at some moment in your life, at the points come when you just change your life and you just feel and observe your personality in the same way that other people don't believe, and you start doing a good stuff, and then people know that you are a renowned person, and you may be a tycoon, you may be a billionaire millionaire. So it's just all the things are started from the belief. I'm just accepting a request of one of the ladies, Sharon Goldman. So let's see, maybe she want to share something.
yeah.
So let's do that.
Sharon is my daughter's mother-in-law. So she is my son-in-law's mother.
Okay, so let's do a little bit fun over here. Okay, Sharon. Maybe most probably she's over here. Hello, lady. Are you there? Sharon, are you there? Oh my God, I think so.
Sharon,
She's
can't
just
you?
sent a Maybe she just put her mobile in some area. Sharon, are you there, Sharon? Oh my God, she's not over here, I think. So most probably she's just went away. No
Okay,
problem.
okay, no problem.
Sharon, maybe she just put mobile beside her, maybe beside her pillow, and she just went
Okay.
away. She just lists, lists. Yeah, because you can see a black. So let me put her down.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I just put her down. Okay, so if anyone who are just watching us, if you want to come over here in this live session, you just send a request. I will give you a chance and you can ask a question. Coach is over here in front of me and you guys, so you can ask some question, what kind of problem that you have. This is totally a free session. You can ask your queries and anything else that other than this topic, happiness, we try to be help you in different phases, whatever the problem is, that we are just sharing our life journey and as well as helping you guys, empowering you, just try to be show the bright side of your life rather than just thinking the negativity. And no one in this world, I believe that no one in this world have a negative things, negative or mean to say the problems. Everyone suffer, and I think so. Being a normal human being, you have a problem, but how you tackle a problem, it's matter a lot. But if you just thinking about, if you have some problem in your life and you think a lot rather than doing anything to remove that problem, it's never work. Sorry, it's never work. It's never work. If you have a problem, so the second thing that's come into your mind, how you can minimize the effect of that problem. How you can do that. Every person has a problem. Different, the kind of problem may be different. It's depend upon the person. It depend upon how much and how big goal that you have. If you have a big dreams and big goals, then you must remember that your challenge must be more, more complicated, because you have a big dream, no one else thinking like that. If you have a short dream, then your life is just like a smooth. You don't have any big problems. But if you're a big dreamer, if you want to do something extraordinary in your life, then you have to prepare yourself. Problems come, those problems sometimes you just look like a blind, you don't feel any solution. But in that moment, you have to relax and try to be figure out what kind of what we call that, what kind of tools that you can use to bring your life more awesome, to bring your life more fruitful, to bring your life in a different direction. So that's all kind of stuff that make your life more brighter and appropriate. So be careful and enjoy your life. Try to be remove the negativity. Maybe you heard I think so, rooster noise behind
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I love it. Yes. I love it. But
Yeah.
it was good. It was good. I think that it was loudest at a perfect point. And what do I mean by that? Because sometimes it's time for us to wake up, right? That is like an alarm clock. Sometimes it's time for us to wake up to our situation. We've been talking about so many things, right? We've been talking about self-identity. We've been talking about happiness. We've been talking about being in the moment and deciding to enjoy. So I think hearing it as loudly as we are, it's so appropriate because it is telling someone right now, it is time to get together. It is time to wake up to all of these things. Because I believe this, if someone stumbles on this interview today, right? I wholeheartedly believe that things happen for a reason. That it means maybe they should take a listen, that they should take heart, they should take in what is being said. So anyway, that's the way I found it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you just highlighted things occur because of reason. If something that's coming from our side or maybe something we receive from each other side. And that's really important. That's the life lesson. So you have to be enjoy every moment. That's really important. Maybe you are in a
Mm,
trouble. maybe you are in a trouble, then enjoy the trouble. Just enjoy it. Because time
Mm.
always kill each and everything. Nothing is permanent. This must be in your mind. Nothing is permanent in your mind. Everything will pass on. Happiness will be passed on. Problems, trouble will also pass on. So everything going on, coming on. This is the life. There's ups and downs coming. So you have to be realize yourself, okay, that's a bad time for me. Okay, don't worry. Next will be more brighter, more sharper, more you know, more enjoyable. Just don't kill yourself when you are suffering.
Mm.
Just be relaxed and enjoy and wait for the next moment. Because many people has mental disease during this pandemic. Majority of them are saying something negative. Okay, someone knock at your door.
I, I, I'm not sure. I hear someone in the.
Okay, you can
Oh
check it
God.
out. No problem. You can
Okay,
check it
let
out.
me
You just
check it
say,
out. Maybe there's some comments there. I'll be right back. Let me just go, just in case.
okay, sure. Take your time. So we are talking about that how we should enjoy every moment. Just really important. Something occur in your life. So that does not mean that you have to be kill yourself. Just enjoy, be happy, and be relaxed. That's really matter a lot. Otherwise, you may suffer and you just criticize. And when you just keep criticizing, nothing will work for you. You're just killing yourself. And I think so. When you kill yourself, your energy is loose, your motivation level is just decreased, and you just feel that something wrong happened in your life. So we must be happier and enjoy, and that's really matter a lot. So yeah. So who was over there? No one.
No one. It's my neighbors. They were just kind of talking loud, so I thought it was
Oh,
someone.
okay, no problem. No problem. I thought that maybe someone knock at your door, maybe your husband or someone else that knock at your
I,
door.
I, I'm hoping it was my husband. Who knows? I really don't have one right now.
Oh, oh my God! You don't have actually. I don't actually.
I love it. You never know. He may be coming to knock right on the door today. Listen. You said something actually. You inspired me. I was thinking about doing a live today, just later on my personal pages.
Mhm.
But you said something even like in the trouble. Can kind of like saying what I heard you say is finding the joy even when there's trouble, right? And that's a decision too. Like so much of what we do, because remember, what we focus on expands. What we focus on grows bigger. It expands. And so that being said, trouble will come our way. We are human beings. Trouble will happen, right? One way or another. However, even within the trouble, within those struggle moments, within those hurtful moments, can we look for the joy? Can
Yeah,
we look for the joy? Can we look for
yeah,
the
that's matter a
peace?
lot.
Can we
Yeah,
look for the lessons? Can we look for just the even if it's a little brightness and it's only like this big, can we still find it? So I don't know. As you were saying that, that is what I thought about.
yeah. So every problem, after night they will come. So after day, night will come. So this is the life cycle, and it's same similar implement in your life as well. So you should not worry. Today is a bad day, no problem. Wait for the next day, and that day will be more brighter when you grow up, when you wake up. So that's try to be relaxed, do a meditation in this way, and try to believe your life in a different direction by saying, oh, this is not the end of life. If you are suffering for some things, wait for the next thing that's pop up. When the next thing pop up, you will realize, oh my God, why I was worried yesterday. What was the reason why I just killed
Mm.
myself yesterday? So that's coming to your mind, and you feel that, oh my God, I did a lot of trouble, and I just killed myself without any reason. But the time's gone. So you have to be realize yourself problems and solution comes and go, but how much confident that you are in that troubles, that's matter a lot. You have to be being confident, be relaxed, be enjoyable, and faces all those ups and downs in your life with the courage, with the encouragement. I think so that make you more stronger, more
Yes.
believer, more hard worker. So that's a
Yeah.
relevant point. Okay, if anyone who want to ask any question, you just write down a comment. We will try to be answer your question, whatever that you are. And if you want to come over here on this live session, you want to say something, go ahead. We will give you a chance for a short interval. So don't worry. You just send any comment as well as a request because coach is over here and she's ready to tackle all your problems. So don't
No,
worry. Just
I don't know about tackle all their problems. Definitely not. But if someone has a quick question they want to ask, a quick question, I'll do my best to help support in the answer, and maybe it can help. So and if they don't, oh, okay. So someone wrote something for me. Actual problem came
problems come.
from my own
Right.
mind. Okay.
Okay. So what
And
you want to recommend him?
well, I just like to say considerations. I this is how I say this, right? I don't say that I give advice, but I'll say something and ask you to consider it. So who is that? That's
Azar.
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 I want you to just, if you will, think about, even if you watch this again, go back a little bit, because what have I been saying? What we focus on expands, right? So a lot of this self-talk and the negative talk, the problem talk that comes from here has been something that you've probably been doing for many years. So now, what do we have to do? It's a process of, you can't just stop it, right? You've been doing it for years. You don't just say stop it. However, it's deciding to, I'm going to focus on more positive things. When I hear this kind of self-talk, this is what I will counteract it with, right? Tayab has been talking about meditation, getting into a type of, I know there's different types of meditation, but the kind I like to do isn't about emptying one's mind. I like to do it where I'm focusing on something really positive, right? In the morning when I first get up, before I'm getting started with all of these things. So train your mind. You have
Absolutely.
control over your mind. That's what I got.
Okay. Okay, right now I'm adding one or two more things that help you, Azhar. One thing that you have to be engage yourself with a positive community. Why you have a problem in your mind? Because you have been spending a lot of time with the negative people. And when you are spending a lot of time, your minds are working just like a similar way. Just like that. If I'm living, if I'm spending a lot of time with my friends and all of them are just dragging me in a wrong direction. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I am that like that person because they are always saying me negative vibes. So be more attractive and try to be find a good community, whatever that you are. Even though if you have to pay, go ahead, pay for a short interval. When you pay and live on that community, after that you make a good friend over there, and then you will start your new life. So that's really important. Second things, just realize right now that's the best thing that you know where is the problem. Majority of people don't know the problem where it's located. So you know the problem that is in your mind. So first thing is just cross that you know. Second things, what are the ways, what are the essential things that make your minds more beautiful? Just start reading a book, pick up a book. If you don't like to read, just listen some good things. Listen good things because when you listen to good things, you have creative, innovative ideas, and that's ideas help you to force you to do. And third things that just relax. Don't put a lot of pressure. Okay, yeah, true. It's all my problem because of my
Mm,
circle in toxic people, including my family. That is really a negative vibes.
mm,
Now you are cursing your family. To be honest, why you are not like flower in your family? Maybe you
mm,
just spread a positive vibe to all your family member, but you are behaving the same way that your family is doing. So
mm.
be positive. like blooming like a flower in your family, and everyone
Mm.
come and consult with you. I'm not bragging right now, but I will tell you, when someone has a problem, always come. My brother come, my sister come, my mother come. Oh, Tayyab, I have a problem, how I should tackle. So I'm always giving a positive vibe, and they enjoy, and they just go. Even though I do nothing, I just change their mind and try to be share a positive vibe. So when they go, they tackle their problem by themselves. But I just try to realize them that you can solve the problem. So in this way, everyone just comes. So why you are not become like that? Why you are not working on yourself and you just bloom like that? I have the same kind of problem, but I never criticize my family. I think whatever I have, that's a gift of God. I have to be changed if I can do that. Rather than cursing each time, I can't afford that. And I don't leave my family. That's my, that's my agreement. Because when I was a young, they all of them are sacrificed and pay me all those fees, money and all. So why? Right now I'm learning something new. Why I'm not sharing that? That's my responsibility. If
Mm.
I improve, so I have to be engaged with them. Even though not like similar, but somehow positive vibe. The first thing that you can do and change, you have to work on yourself and share with the close people that live with you, just like your father, mother. Don't imagine that you can change each and everything. Let me read one more comment that he's here. Okay, why it's so hard to build positive vibe for myself? I told you initially it is hard. In everything that you want to do and you want to change, it's really hard. Sometimes it seems it's never possible. But when you just keep doing, the time will tell you that things are totally changed, and that time you just praise yourself. And when you praise yourself, people are also encourage you. And the third step is that people are just quoted your example when you are keep doing this thing again and again. First, they just try to be, drag you. But you just keep doing, and at some point you feel something that you are doing something good. And after that, they just realize that, oh, this guy is good, this guy is getting improved. And the last point, they just quoted your example. The same thing happened all over the world. Whatever the people that you feel is just a renowned personality. Renowned personality, the same type of problem. It's close. You just look for around, you will see all of them. When they do something good, they have a good idea, everyone start cursing and dragging them. But little by little they will change. Okay, I think so. I just take a little bit more time. You just go ahead. Oh, Angela, welcome,
No.
Angela.
And hi, Bobo. Hi, Bobo.
Yeah.
I want to say this really quickly, right? I do want to go back to something when they said about being so hard. I even want us to watch our words, to consider watching our words when we say certain things are hard. Why? It is as we speak. Our words are so powerful. If this is hard, if this is hard, if this is hard, guess what? Guess what it's going to be? It's going to be hard.
It's yeah.
However, however, what if you just began to say, you know what, this thing flows to me easily. You know, this thing flows easily. I am a person with positive vibes. So what would a person with positive vibes do? Well, tie up is just giving you a list of things that you can do, but it's be, do, have, right? So become that person that you want to be. You can speak the hardness and the toughness of it, or you can just not speak that and just say, become it. Then start to do the things. I hope Azar's been taking notes, right? Because he could be taking notes on everything that you said. Why? Because then you could lastly have. So be, do, so you can have.
Yeah, but rather than just saying that's I have a problem, everyone I told you, maybe you just pass through that kind of problem that you mentioned right now. But next problems are waiting for you to hit you. But the thing is, you have to prepare yourself. Whatever that's come, I will try to be face it. That's really better a lot. When you say, "Oh, that's a big problem. You can't do that," then it's not to work for you. Oh, Angela, welcome. So yeah, that's really important. So thank you for your love, Angela. I can see that a lot of hearts that you are sending us, especially the teacher is over here. So yeah, and coach is over here. So Angela, it's really awesome. One day I will go live with you once again. So don't worry. Angela just got married and she's on a honeymoon. Oh yeah. So yeah. Uh,
Congratulations, Angela.
yeah, Angela. So that's cool one. But she did not invite me. That's our personal matter. I will ask her why she did not invite me.
I love it. I
I'm,
love it. I
I'm,
love it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, so that's the point. So, Azhar, hopefully you got answer. But if you have any other problem, so you can ask and we try to be help you. But be with the positive people. When you are in the positive people, that's really matter a lot. So yeah. So, coach. So now, but we were talking before that questions. Before that question, but we were talking. I think so. We were talking about self-identity. Is it right?
Mm. I believe we were. We were talking about a lot of good stuff. So I know self-identity was one of the things that we were talking about. Just really knowing who you are, and it sounds so simple, right, Tayeb? Where someone's like, okay, I know who I am. I'm Vuyanzi, but really knowing who you are, what you identify with, because that is the clue to being in the present, and the clue when you find out, no, being in the present and knowing who you are is the clue to who you are becoming. It's the clue
Mm.
to where your future self is, right? So we go and not even thinking go, not even thinking about anything yet. We're not saying taking the time out. So today, I hope, like, if there's anything people are getting from this today, is to take some time out to just be, just be. And then after you finish just being, then grab a notebook. I'm old school. Maybe people want to grab their phone and open up the notes, but I'm old school. I have notebooks and pens. Write out who you are. Write the question, who am I? And just see what speaks to you. Because those are your clues about where you're headed. They're clues about what's next in your life. They're clues about your happiness. They're clues about so many things in your life. So I encourage people to do that. I hope that people rewind this. They listen to so many good things you've listed out for them to grab hold of. I'm more of a big idea person, and then you come and you do the alley oop. You do the assist with the very specific things that people can do, which is totally phenomenal. So I hope people are getting something. And I'm seeing you eating Tayab, so I'm getting hungry soon. So if there's gonna be no questions, I'm getting hungry. So if there's gonna
Yeah.
be no questions, I might have
Yeah. Because
to scoot
yeah,
off.
because my I'm feeling a little bit thirsty, so I have just only apple. That's why I'm eating. I don't have a bottle of water. So I'm just taking the advantage of those apples. That's why I'm eating. You are drinking, so I don't have a bottle. What I should do? I just eat.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, wow. So this
Okay.
has been phenomenal. I mean, I just really want to commend you for what you're doing. I want to say thank you for giving me the honor to be on this, and just the way you put it together so quickly. It is so beautiful. So keep doing what you're doing. Be encouraged. Be inspirational. Continue to teach as you're teaching, and people are going to learn, and this is going to expand and blow up. And I'm excited for you.
Okay, Angela, the best time when you decide. The best time is the time when you decide, when you feel that you have to change. That's it. Because you should not wait. When you realize you just do a baby step, even though you are in a wrong direction, but you should do a baby step, what your mind and your body is saying, your mind is saying. She just asked, what is the best time to decide to make a change in career? I think so the best time when you feel that this career is not appropriate for you, or what you want that this career does not give you. You have to do a baby step to change your career little by little, not abruptly. I'm not saying that abruptly, because when you are just taking a step abruptly, then you may suffer financially and some other things. So you should do what you are doing, just do a little bit, a baby step, what's your inner soul is saying. And I think so the time will come after 5 to 6 months later, you will totally divert yourself. But rather than start right now, you just crash your bank account and you just suffer to manage your expenses and all those things that may be creating a problem. So don't do that abruptly. Just do a little bit. That's my what you can that my suggestion. But I think so. Coach will tell you better than me. Okay, Coach, go ahead. What do you want to
No,
suggest?
no, I'm sorry I didn't see the question. For some reason, it's not appearing on my side. But
Okay.
basically, in line with, because she's, just say the question once more. She has when's to make the change in her career.
Yeah, when is the best time to decide to make a change in career?
Okay, well, the way I hear it, right? I'm sorry, were you going to say something else?
No, 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 no. Go ahead.
So, when is the best time to decide? Well, a decision is right here. So, when is the best time? It's whenever, right? Because I'm hearing the question as when to make a decision. Everything has to start in the mind. And so, after you've made the decision, okay, now what is the plan? Because sometimes people feel like I want to change of career, but they're not even sure of what the next is. That's the most of the clients who come to me, maybe they're thinking, I think I want to open up a business, or maybe they're thinking, I think I want a promotion. I think I, want to be with a different company. But where does it all start? So you can decide at any time. And then you start to reveal to yourself, you discover about yourself. This goes back to self identity. Who am I? If you're not exactly sure of your next step, then know who you are, because that's going to give you clues to what? To the next thing that's coming. It's not, it's really not so complicated, right? Because once you have identified what it is that you want, do you want a promotion? Do you want another job? Do you want to open up a business? Now you can begin to plan. They say proper planning prevents poor performance. Proper planning prevents poor performance. So how do we use that in this situation? Let's go to what Tayeb just said, is that now once you have an understanding of what it is that you want, make sure you're planning your life properly. For some people, I know you said 5 to 6 months. Some people it's that long. Some people it's shorter. Some people it's years. Because sometimes, what if you have to go back to school, for this thing that you want to do? So decide, know who you are, make the decision to move forward. And always, everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach, and that's, the one area that people come to me for, because I make career changes, and I don't believe in not being happy. I don't believe in being in a company or a job that is not feeding my soul, that is not serving me well. I won't stay. I will not stay, because that, for
Okay.
me, it's very important. So that's what I have.
Yeah. Okay. Sometime when I just give a good advice to my friends, so their negativity also, force me to think about that. The same type of problem that you suffer. Let's suppose you have a client and he or she shares something bad happen in her life. So when you talk with them, after that, I feel some negativity and sometimes I feel some a tragic, movement. So the same thing happened to you as well.
Yeah, it did. Sometimes it does, right? Because everything is energy. So if people are talking to you about something that carries a certain energy, you may feel it. So sometimes I do feel tired. Most of the time for me, it's being very tired. And so, I do these things that you talk about, right? Even today when we were talking, I said I got to go meditate and pray, so I got to make sure I maintain my spiritual, you said about feeding the soul, right? So I got to make sure that I'm meditating, that I'm keeping my vibe in a positive way, that I'm doing my visualizations, that I'm speaking my words of affirmation, my positive, excuse me, my positive affirmation statements. Just make sure that I do that, that upkeep, that mental wellness for myself. Because when you start talking to people about their stuff, you will take it on. Everything is energy.
Absolutely, because I suffer such kind of problem, and I ask you. because you are doing the same coaching. Sometimes I do. I'm not all the time. Sometimes when one of my friends just asks me such kind of stuff, I just try to be shared there. But I'm not charging any money. I'm just doing a free of cost. Try to be help other people as much as I can. So, but after some time, when they share a lot of things, so I feel a little bit, depressed and such. And sometimes I realize, oh, well, I'm just hearing her bad stuff. Well, I'm just tackling his bad problem. So such kind of thing because it's effect on my personality sometimes. But it's when you are meeting with someone, you will learn something new, and it is a lesson for you. But if you want to grasp it, then it's definitely matter. But if you just want to be just treat him or her like a patient, not learning from something, that's just not work. So it is up to you. So I'm not taking your time too much. It's really important for you, and I think so. You are feeling hungry, so thank you so much for thank you so much for coming over here. It's really honor. You are so humble, elegant person, and I'm very happy to host with
Thank
you
you.
today. And
Thank
maybe
you.
I will catch up with you. Whenever you have a free time, you can coordinate with me off camera or on camera. So we will keep engaged. And I'm very
Yes.
curious to know about your life and all those stuff, which is not good to share over here in this live session because we have to be hide something. So thank you so much for Angela and
Okay.
other people who just join us in this live session. So I just want to wrap up this live. If you want to say a few words before hang up, so you can say that.
So yeah, thanks again for this opportunity, and I'm going to tell this to everyone. You know, people hear the word coach and they get nervous, they get scared, but everyone can use a coach. I have had coaches in my life, and I will continue to have coaches in my life. This is about moving us all towards being better in our lives, and I see the work that you're doing, Tayeb. That this is all about upward movement. This is all about progressing. So everyone, I hope that you've gotten something from this today, and I hope that today everyone who watches this will choose happiness. Mwah, to all of you.
Okay. Thank you for all our viewers and followers. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed. Stay happy. We will catch up later on. If you want to share anything, you can comment, likes, and if you want to highlight something that's inappropriate, you can highlight in the comment section so that next time we should avoid. And be here. Be stay with us. So take care of yourself. Bye bye. See you later.
Bye.